Hi everybody. Hey, if you've got a roofing contractor or a general contractor or really any contractor for that matter who's asking you to sign over your insurance check to him, that could be a big red flag. Hi everybody, this is Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing, and welcome to another one of our Walk in the Park series videos where we take just a few minutes to answer your questions about roof repairs, roof replacements, and the insurance claim process. And today we want to answer your question, should I sign over my insurance check to my roofer? Well, just like a lot of the questions that we answer, there are a lot of different variables which could affect how you want to proceed with signing over the insurance check that you got from your insurance company to your roofing contractor or to any contractor. So first, let's talk about when it's okay to sign a check over to your contractor. Now, we're going to assume that you have replacement cost value coverage on your property claim, and if you do, then that means you're going to get two different checks. You're going to get one check from your insurance company right at the start of the claim, and then the second check is going to come when the repairs are all done and your insurance company has received all the invoices for it, and they're going to send you the second check, which is called your depreciation amount. Now remember, we're talking about when it's okay to sign a check over to your contractor. If the work has already been done and you've gotten that second check from your insurance company, and that check does not exceed the amount that you owe your contractor, then it's okay to sign that check over to the contractor. Because if that check represents either the total amount that is still due to the contractor or a partial amount that's still due to the contractor, then there's no risk to you as the insured or as the homeowner to sign that check over. But what about that first check? Is it ever okay to sign that first check over to your contractor? Well, actually, there are some circumstances in which that's okay too. Now, according to Colorado law, SB 38, a roofing contractor should not be collecting deposit money up front from a homeowner before materials are delivered to the property. So if materials have already been delivered to the property, then that is essentially the earnest from your contractor that he intends to do the job. So if you have materials at your property, and if the amount that the contractor is requesting that you pay him, i.e. the insurance check that he wants you to sign over to him, is not more than, I would say, 50% of the total project amount, then it's okay to sign that check over to the roofing contractor. But remember, if you get an insurance check and it's more than that 50% amount, or whatever it is that your contractor is asking for as a deposit, then bad idea to sign that check over. Because if you've got an insurance claim, it may include more in it than just the roof or just the work that that particular contractor is asking or is wanting to do for you. So if you get a check that has payment in it for more than that contractor is going to be working for you to do, then that check's going to include money for the other work that your insurance company wants you to do. If you sign that check over to the roofing contractor, you may not see that money again. Another situation where it's okay to sign a check over to your roofing contractor or to a contractor is if you have an actual cash value coverage on your insurance claim and you're only going to get one check. So typically that check's not going to be enough to do the work that the contractor is going to do for you. So you're going to have to come up with some extra money, sometimes to pay the deposit, sometimes to pay the final bill. And so at that point, I don't see a problem with signing that check over to your contractor. Now that we've covered the situations in which it is not going to be a risk to you to sign over a check, let's talk about the situations where it would be just a really bad idea to sign a check over to a contractor. And basically, these are just the opposites of what we've already talked about. So if you have replacement cost value coverage on your policy and you're going to be getting 2 checks, it's a really bad idea to sign that first check over to the contractor if no materials have been delivered. So a lot of times what happens is a roofer, I'm only talking about roofers because that's where my experience is. I don't know about general contractors, I don't know about other contractors, but a lot of times a roofing contractor, when he comes over and does his proposal, does his pitch for selling you on his services for your roof, if you agree and you sign the contract, sometimes that roofer might ask you to sign over the insurance check right then and there. In fact, I used to work for a roofing company that's what they trained us to do. Once you get that signed contract, you ask for the check right then and there. Well, why is that such a bad idea? Because if you sign that check over to the roofing contractor or to a contractor, and that contractor decides he doesn't want to do the work, he's going to skip out, he's got your check. If that is your check from the insurance company, you don't really have any recourse. It's just gone. The insurance company is not going to take pity on you and mail you a replacement check for that. I hate to break that news to you. But if you have written that contractor a personal check, then at least within a couple of days you have some recourse. If you find out that maybe he's not returning your calls, he's not answering email or whatever, you can cancel that check. Whereas if you've signed over that insurance check, you can't do that. So another situation in which you would not want to sign over your insurance check, of course, is if that check exceeds the amount either of the total job that is being done. Now, I'm laughing about that, and you might think that's actually kind of silly, but it happens, right? People get that insurance check and the roofing contractor tells them, well, just sign it over to me and then I'll cut you a check for the difference. Don't ever do that. But if the check exceeds the amount of the deposit payment that the contractor is requiring from you, don't sign it over. I just wouldn't do that. If the contractor wants a 50% deposit, give him 50%. If he wants a 33% deposit, whatever the amount is that your contractor is asking you for as a deposit, that's what you should pay him. And if your insurance check exceeds that amount, do not sign that check over. So in summary, it's okay to sign an insurance check over to a roofer if you've already got materials delivered to your property, the check amount doesn't exceed the amount that is being required of you for a deposit, or if it's the final check that you've gotten from your insurance company, and again, that check does not exceed the total amount that you're being billed by your contractor. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you've got any questions about this particular topic or any other topic, please give us a call right up here at our phone number, 719-433-6991, or you can also visit our website. That's right down here at homesteadroofingcolorado.com. We've got a ton of other videos out there, lots of information for you, lots of answered questions that you might have. And if this video has been helpful for you, we would love it if you would give us the big thumbs up and leave us a comment in the comment section down below. Let us know what you thought of this video, but also let us know what questions you might have that you'd like us to answer on our weekly video series. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon up there. That way you get notified when we've got new videos. And until our next Walk in the Park video, I'm Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing.